Are we live? Hey everybody! How are you guys doing? We are about to get started as soon as my husband joins me. I'm trying to get these lives going everywhere, y'all. Okay. Let me share this from the Better Together page. Let me know where y'all watching from too. Like, did you catch us from Isaac's page? Did you catch it from my page or from the Marriage is Better Together page?
And if you're watching the replay later, just hit replay down at the bottom. Well, type in replay down at the bottom, you know. So this is going to be really fun. I have really good conversation tonight. So I know we put out a post earlier about it and people have been responding and sending messages and stuff like that.
Saints.
So we're super excited about y'all being excited. So it's lit.
The Saints want to know what we are excited about telling y'all because, you know. Okay, let me share this live thing. Okay, so we are. All right, I'm good on my side.
Cool. All the lives are shared. All right. They say we got 5 people in here, but I don't see no comments. So
when you come in,
say hey to us. Hey, so
you can tell us happy
who rocking.
Happy early anniversary.
You can. Our anniversary
like
is
in a couple of hours.
Couple of hours. 10 years.
Yes.
Been rocking with Shorty for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I'm just hot. It's me.
I got a cover on. Cool. I'm gonna take this cover off. I always anticipated being cold, baby.
No, it's not hot. Yeah, I'm cool. It's not hot in the room. I'm just, doing it.
I'm a little warm.
It's
you know, I'd be a little caliente in here,
right.
10 years.
So, thank y'all so much for rocking with us tonight. Thank y'all for jumping on to come and check out this conversation. I think it's definitely going to be a good conversation tonight. We wanted to celebrate our marriage.
Yes.
Celebrate our marriage, celebrate 10 years of marriage, and kind of invite you guys into a portion of what's allowed us to be super duper happy. I love my wife. I absolutely love being married to Teresa. I enjoy every moment of it, so it's definitely a vibe. But what we talking about tonight is a huge part of it.
It really is.
It's a massive part of it.
So we can jump right into it. You ready?
Go ahead, let's rock.
Okay. So not only have we been married for 10 years, but our 10th anniversary also marks 10 years of us having sex. Because a lot of people do know this because of the podcast. But
we say, act like
we're gonna bring y'all into the world.
Time.
So this is the first time for everybody.
Right.
Speaking of first times, when I got married, that was my first time.
Definitely.
So I was a virgin when I got married, and it immersed me into a whole world that I knew nothing about. Okay, and music and playlists have been a pivotal part of the learning and journeying experience.
Definitely.
So we're definitely going to share some of the songs on our playlist today. We have a little announcement towards the end of the live or whenever Isaac decides to do it. So stay on with us.
I've been an announcement guy for 10 years, right?
Yes.
So it's all good. I'm an announcement clerk at this Baptist church. So
stay tuned for the announcement. It's gonna be good.
Let's get it going. For those of you who know me, for those of y'all who have been, kind of rocking with what we do with Marriage is Better Together, let me just back up for a second, just in case some of you guys have absolutely no idea what Marriage is Better Together is. So Marriage is Better Together started off as a podcast that was titled the Better Together Podcast.
With Isaac and Teresa Tarver.
Right, with Isaac and Teresa Tarver. And then we just recently rebranded the podcast. You're good. I'm just trying to put the charger back here. You know what I'm saying? We recently rebranded the podcast as Marriage is Better Together. And that was just because there were a lot of platforms that were using the whole Better Together concept.
Right.
And we wanted to make sure that it was focused and understood what it is that we do. So again, it started off as a podcast, and we have podcasts available on all podcast streaming outlets that you can go and check out about marriage and Christianity, about sex and Christianity, about sex and marriage. About choosing spouses and things of that nature,
or so just relationships.
A lot around relationships.
Before you get married.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we talk about all of that stuff, right? So you can go and check that out, back that up, or whatever like that, and enjoy those. But that's how this is started. And since we've gotten into this world and kind of jumped into the marriage space, which has always been a passion of ours, marriage and family at large as a whole, since it's always been a passion of ours, but since we've jumped into this space and kind of started with the podcasting, it's developed into so much more.
So much more.
So just last year, I think it was, just last year, we actually got certified in marriage coaching. And so
relationship and marriage coaching.
We're like relationship and marriage coaching. And so that's a world that we've delved into or dove into is what I'm trying to say, really head first, and really kind of just started to kind of help different people and different marriages or whatever like that to mend in certain areas. And
on the
stuff
low,
like that.
though. On the low.
We've kind of kept it quiet. So, you know, y'all are hearing it. Those services will be, you know, made a little bit more public. Definitely, you know, as things progress this year, us going into 10, we got to really rock it really hard. So that's what Marriage is Better Together is. So that name is out there. If you go follow us on all social media platforms, it is literally at Marriage is Better Together on Facebook. You guys are watching from my Facebook page, but you can search Marriage is Better Together on Facebook. And we also have a Facebook page that you guys can follow us on.
Right.
So,
and I think a lot of times, right, so we get, I don't want to say a bad rap, but a lot of people are always asking us, like, why are y'all always talking about sex? Like, you a stay-at-home mom, you homeschool your kids, and your husband's a worship leader, and, like, why y'all be overdoing it? Like, it's really overkill, right? So, I'm going to share a little background.
I want to just jump in first. Anybody who thinks that anything about sex is overkill, you're losing.
Okay.
I just want to say that. You big losing. Okay? Sex is one of those things that God gave us to help us live.
And it's like one of those best kind of things. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? Like, okay, so I'll tell y'all a little bit about the background, right? So, save myself for marriage, right? Everybody, oh, you know, save yourself and wait for the man that the Lord has for you and all of this. Did that. So when my time comes, I could not pay the saints to tell me nothing about sex.
That happens
and
all
so
the time.
What I did hear about sex is how bad it was and how people wasn't enjoying it or how they wasn't doing it at all. That's what I had in the Christian sector, you know, married people. Then I had unmarried friends that was living together and freaking like rabbits and enjoying it and having a good time. So I had like these two very different worlds that I felt like I was a part of neither one of them, of course, but it's like I knew that there had to be something different. You know, I wasn't, you know, in a space where it's like, well, you know, since everybody's having such a bad time with marital sex, then I'm just going to have sex before I get married, because I was deathly afraid of diseases and pregnancy, which the Lord did use, you know, the healthy fear. But, you know, because people be fronting they move and saying, you know, I was just devout and I love God with all my heart, and I did. But that was not one of the main motivating forces.
I do want to say this. Shout out to anybody and everybody who was a part of that purity movement that came out in churches where they was giving everybody the purity rings and stuff like that.
I took my purity ring.
If you know, was in one of those, I know a bunch of them at the church that we was at, you know, stuff like that. A lot of people get in those, but they don't last. So I just want to salute anybody who was a part of that purity movement and you actually made it to marriage. Salute to you. You held it down.
For real.
Because unfortunately, just like my wife said, unfortunately, a lot of what happens in like church sectors and churches' expression of what to do with sex is they don't say much at all.
And I don't
they
even just say
don't.
church, but you have Christian households. Like, shout out to my mama, because she really put me on. Like, my mother was the only conversation that I had about marital sex, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, this is coming from somebody who, my mother had me when she was 19. So she lost her virginity when she was probably like 17, 16, somewhere around there. So it's like somebody who experienced that at 16 years old trying to give advice to a 23-year-old woman. That's a little different, because it's different. That's two different worlds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we gonna talk about it because we be about it. You know what I mean? And I think that, you know, or here's the other thing that I dealt with, right? So when you do got people talking about it, they in their 60s, you know what I'm saying? They best moves is in the past. And I need right now advice, right? Y'all feel me? Ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about.
That's no shot against y'all 60-year-olds that's out here
you
putting
know,
it down.
Because
some
doing what they do.
Some 60-year-olds is in shape.
They doing what they do.
Now, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times picture me, I'm 34 right now.
Uh-huh.
When I was 23, I don't want to listen to about what a 7-year-old was
That's
doing
true.
sexually.
That's
like,
true.
because not only is the world different, like the culture is different. So, you know, y'all might get stuff from the old days that work for your marriage. And that's another thing that we stress. Like, the things that we share, this is what works for us.
Mm-hmm.
Our goal in sharing it is to encourage people to find out what
Mm-hmm.
works for them. Because I know some stuff on this playlist y'all ain't gonna be with.
Right,
Y'all
right,
not gonna be
right.
like, nah, I can't believe
Right.
they listen to
They
that.
listen to that.
I can't believe it.
But it's a vibe that you create. Now, this is the thing. I just want to talk about this because it popped up in my head. It's the funniest thing in the world.
One of the one things that purity ball.
Yeah,
Yes.
one of the one things that I heard from older church people
Okay.
was this concept of like sex in a marriage has to be a certain way.
Right.
They use this. They literally. I don't know if y'all ever heard this. Have y'all ever heard mouth to mouth, chest to chest, and the rest to the rest?
Mm-hmm.
Almost to like say that missionary was the only type of sex that
was pleasing to God.
That God was okay with.
Yes.
Right.
Everything else was an
Oh, let me not say
abomination.
type of sex. I'm going to clarify. The only position, sex position,
Right.
that God was okay with and stuff like that. And it's things like that that make people run away when they get married from actually exploring the world, really,
The world.
of sex
Because
that
it really
God has made available for us as married people.
Mm-hmm.
Like when the Bible talks about undefiled, like it literally makes room for you to journey with your spouse
Mm-hmm.
in developing the sex life that is for your marriage.
Right.
Right? Obviously those bounds become the Spirit of God. So that means, you know, we're not adding thirds and fourths and stuff like that. But between you and your spouse, God has made so much room in sexual exploration for the two to come together and literally explore the bounds of what that means for you.
And this is the way I look at it, right? Like worship, right? Because we know this intimacy, sex with your partner.
Y'all please
is-
share this
is
live.
worship, right? But singing is not just worship.
Absolutely.
Dancing is not just worship. Now, we're not going to Baal. We're not going to Buddha and bowing down to other gods. But it's so many different expressions
Absolutely.
to give worship to God. The same is true about your sex life. There are so many different expressions, y'all. And I'm telling you, we do not, unfortunately, I don't think we give Christians permission to explore. We don't
That's
give
so good.
permission to
That's
journey
so
and then we get into the mundane. Then we get into the, you know, I'm gonna share with y'all, right? So this one is about our sex playlist, right?
Hold on. Before you go there, I just want to get, I got you. We're going that way, okay? But I do want to give rebuke number one, and
Who you
hopefully the last
rebuking?
one. Everybody, if it hit you, was for you. Hit dogs holler. The purpose, what my wife just said really brought up a good point about sex and obedience.
Okay.
Right? Sex and worship, or worship being obedience to God. If obedience to God is literally the definition that we have for worship, and that means honoring your spouse's body sexually, and you're not doing it, you're out of obedience and alignment. You're
Yes.
not worshiping God.
No, not to the fullest extent.
You know what I'm saying? That is an aspect in the marriage that you have. Your marriage presents a fragrance to God. Your marriage literally presents an expression of the love of God amongst people. And what you're saying, when you don't have sex with your spouse as often as you absolutely possibly can, you're out of alignment with the will of God for the purpose of your marriage, right? It's your job to be obedient.
Yes, it is.
Obey God, have sex. Okay? Can y'all put that in the comment section? Obey God, have sex. Okay? Obey God
We talking to married
and have
people
sex.
now.
We're talking to married people.
Married.
If you're not married.
Married.
if you know, yes. So,
Married.
so
Okay, now
yes,
you
do
can
that.
get the
Okay.
instructions
So
again.
now let's go and talk about this playlist.
Wait, so let me talk about the intro to the playlist and how it became such a staple. So like I was saying earlier, you know, I saved myself for marriage. One of the pieces of advice that I did get, and it was not good for me, y'all. So, right, my husband is Isaac Tarver. This is the guy that I married 10 years ago. And, you know, they say, intimacy with your spouse is worship to God. So you want to make sure you put on your worship music, and you want to make sure that you is sending up a fragrance before God. You know, you want to put on your worship music, right? And I'm like, okay. I'm thinking that they about to put us on like I'm putting y'all on, right? The Saints told me to put on Shekinah Glory.
Yeah.
Now.
You're right there.
You want me.
Now we right in the comment section. Now go ahead, baby.
Prepare to be intimate with my husband and listening to my father-in-law.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Y'all.
Never gonna work.
You know what I'm saying? So now y'all ain't popping the Shekinah Glory. Like,
here's rebuke number 2.
Real advice.
Here's rebuke number 2. For y'all that actually put on that T.D. Jakes album. Y'all got to be kidding me.
Now I listened to
not
it.
the Talib Kweli. I'm trying to tell you, not him. Not okay at all. I want y'all to know this, and I bring this. I think this might be the second time.
Usher Me. That song, LeJune.
No, not okay. Not okay. Okay. And I talk about this. I think we even said this in another podcast. I was traumatized when I found out that was a sex record.
You didn't know.
We listened to that. My parents played that record like it was worship.
You know what I'm saying? To God.
Yes.
Okay.
They were popping on in the car. We just ran to it. Talita could not know. You just think we just died. But this is literally This is literally an album that's been put out for people to have sex.
Yeah, like and on the Song of Solomon vibe.
I want to say this. I honor the concept. I actually even think that it's something that we may even delve into at some point or another. But problem is this. You can't put T.D. Jakes' voice on that.
Well, if that's your thing.
It's not okay.
Let me tell you about the issue with it, right?
Get ready. Now the whole thing is perverted. It's all thrown off now.
Period. And then the thing is, like, this was marketed toward congregants. So the same voice that you hear every Sunday.
He's preaching and he's in the bedroom with you?
No.
Not okay at all.
Now, you know, Bishop was not my bishop, but that it was just okay. So me, a young woman, I'm 23. How old are you when you get married? 21.
Well, I was 22.
22.
Yeah.
23, 22. Right. I'm not listening to Jakes. Right. So, what do I want to get into next? The issue of people saying, you know, secular music. You bringing secular music into your bedroom, and you bringing all them lust spirits in your bedroom, right? So let's go. You know, I'm a teacher, so let's go to the basis of we're gonna do definitions, because I think what's happened is the church has put a lot of definitions on things, and it don't mean what it really means, right? So my first introduction to lust was, you know, Sodom and Gomorrah. They was lusting, and lust is bad and it's negative in every connotation. And it's just not the truth.
Absolutely.
Lust, by definition, means a deep sexual desire for a person. That is what lust means, right? But me, you know, and I also want to talk about, it's so much to talk about, y'all, but I'm going to try to stay streamlined. We think about verbiage and how it's used because growing up, you know, in a church, or just when you hear Christians, oh, we did the nasty. And I'm like, if it's nasty, you know, do I really, like, is this?
Yeah.
I never heard it like, okay, oh my goodness, this beautiful thing.
That don't celebrate how amazing it is.
This wonderful thing, this fulfilling thing, this satisfying thing. It was, oh, okay, he goes only some. You know, always like this nagging, type thing. But that's how sex was portrayed. Like, even when you, and talking to those purity groups, you know, it's like, you stay away, stay away, stay away, stay away. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. It's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. So after years of hearing that, I had to discipline myself in something that deprogrammed me. Music is the thing.
Absolutely. That's
Our
so good.
playlist was the thing that deprogrammed my mind from sex being nasty and negative and bad and something that you shouldn't be doing to something that was beautiful and sensual and acceptable and desired.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes, you know, even our bodies can desire something, but if our mentality is not connected to that, it will not be successful. So even if it's happening, it's not happening in the way that it should be happening. That's going to make you want it to happen all the time.
Yeah.
Right? So, lust. Lust is a factor in a marriage that is a very positive thing. You should have a deep sexual, passionate desire for your spouse.
Absolutely.
It is a factor that a lot of married people will leave in premarital relationship to
Yes.
say, oh, you know, I was
Yes.
lusting after my boyfriend and girlfriend. No, you're not supposed to do that,
Yes.
right?
Literally, because this is the thing. Because I can speak to that because I was sexually active before marriage. So there is, when you're not married, the thing that drives you sexually is lust. Okay, so it's not, the love of God. It's not purity. It's lust. And a lot of what people experience in those relationships or in sexual relationships outside of marriage is the lust driving them to do certain stuff.
Right.
So now your exploration is driven by lust.
Right, but you have to look at it in this term, because outside of marriage, lust is perversion.
Yes.
But inside marriage, lust is
And
passion.
that's the thing.
Lust is a driving force that pushes you towards
That is the thing.
being intimate with your
So
spouse.
it's not for us to throw away that deep desire. It's not for us to throw away that deep longing. We actually, once we get married, we're actually supposed to push into it, awaken it.
Yes.
We're supposed to allow it to grow.
Yes.
Okay? If in year 1, I'm trying to tell you, high lusty. Year 10, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? And it should be that way. You know what I'm saying? There should be things that are growing and developing in your marriage throughout the process of it, throughout the years of it, that make you deeply desire even more your spouse. And I want to just give an alley-oop to some of the people who are maybe newer to the marriage space. When your wife get pregnant, something gonna change in you. Okay? It's gonna do something different. And I'm not saying this just from my experience. I've talked to plenty, this is conversations with plenty of married men. Pregnant wife, shoot the situation to the moon, okay? Prepare yourself. But that's just an example of the type of things that'll happen throughout a strong, loving relationship that is the reason why lust should absolutely be a factor.
Right. And I think that, looking at it from those terms, because if you don't think like that, then the response won't be like that, right?
Yeah,
so as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if I think lust is bad, lust is, this is something that has no place in my marriage, and, if I put myself in that mind state, then when I'm starting to feel these zealous, feelings of passion and abandon towards my spouse, I will shut it down.
Now you're trying to put walls and limiters because you feel like, oh, that's the devil. The devil trying to get in my mind and make me think that I can, Because
I think a lot of us know, even though I didn't, have sex before marriage, I still was familiar with lust, right? So when I felt lust inside of my marriage, because I had been trained to, okay, if you are thinking, think about something that's lustful, unmarried, you got to shut that thought down. When it happened in my marriage and I got an image of my husband, I shut it down. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to be shutting it down, but these are things that we do early in our marriage that really lead us down a path of destruction in our intimacy, right? So it puts up barriers that we have to overcome later on. But if we can condition our minds to, this is something that is acceptable, this is something that I should be giving myself to in my marriage.
Absolutely.
And like I said, music was one of those things that helped deprogram me to lust after my husband, to stay in a space of being open-hearted, open-minded, because where your mind goes, your body will follow. So if you are not in a space, music is one of the tools, because music is one of those things, what's the phrase, it don't need permission to penetrate your soul, so wow. And people, the saints, y'all don't have to agree with me. Something that is operating in outside of the will of God, it don't have the same effects, because you get the saints to say, Jill Scott, that lust spirit she got on her, baby, call me baby Jill, okay? About this man, because that's where it's at now. Her personal experience, her being unmarried, her lusting after this man that's not her husband, or whatever her case may be. That's not my case. I just need the vibes.
And this is the thing. The thing that's important about that is you being able to have the mind that allows.
Yes.
And this is why, as we kind of talk about the playlist even more, it's important that you understand what type of music you want to put into your playlist. Because the thing is, when Teresa puts on Jill, listening to Jill talk about X, Y, and Z don't make her think about another man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that Jill says right? From her voice, from her perspective, is now that story being told with me as the object of affection, right? You have to be able to say for your spouse, when I'm listening to XY music or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If it's, if it's Lil Wayne, Mrs. Officer, whatever the situation is, whatever the situation is, whatever the song is, you have to be able to see your spouse in the song.
Yes.
And if that's not the case, and it's kind of making your thoughts go a different way, then maybe that's not the song.
Now
for the
that
playlist.
is so true, because I do have some the saints, I won't give too much in detail. Like Rihanna was that girl.
Simone, you might not want to hang out.
No, Simone can hang out. If Rihanna was that girl for your guy, like when y'all wasn't married and there was a person and he lusted after before y'all got married, and there was a whole situation, you might not want to be playing Rihanna in your bedroom, because it might. I'm not saying that it definitely is, but it might bring up some things that are counterproductive to the situation.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? So you have to, like, if Rihanna's on our playlist, that don't mean Rihanna can be on your playlist.
Y'all take a second real quick as we jumping in, we rolling, but y'all share this. Share this with somebody. Share this with a married person. Share this with somebody who desires to get married.
Say, hey.
Hey. You can hang out if you want to stay. I'm just messing. But share this live real quick. So that's one thing that I will say about governing the music that you're listening to in your bedroom. Absolutely.
Like, if you know that you're going to be thinking about the person that's singing the song, of course, don't do it. Don't do it. But I would not say shut off secular music altogether, because music is music. And yes, there are gateways that are open and inhibitions that are put down, and things that I'll share my personal experience, right? If I am feeling stressed out, I'm going to put on some relaxing music, right? I mostly put on worship music because it really helps me calm down. Now, if I am trying to get in a sexy mood, or if I need to feel sensual, I'm not going to put on Every Praise. I'm not going to put on Smile by Kirk Franklin. I'm not putting on Juanita Bynum. That's not what I'm doing, because that does not lend to the mood that I'm trying to create. Now, that's another thing that is very important. I'm giving y'all a lot of stuff for free. So I'm
just saying, we're not going to play no more sheets. We're going to play between the sheets.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's good.
You got to,
that's
you got to figure out what you're going for here.
That was good.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
But yeah, so you have to make sure that you're setting a proper mood, right? For your relationship, for what you're trying to do. I'm trying to look at some of the comments. Thank y'all for sharing.
Yeah.
If y'all got some questions too, I'm gonna be checking them out, because this year 10, we're gonna hang out with y'all. We're gonna answer some questions.
We got so much stuff coming for us to hang out together anyway. So,
but setting the mood, right? You got to make sure that you're setting a proper mood. We have counseled some couples that, shut the mood down. When I come into the house, my wife can have on lingerie. She can have on the cook dinner. Got the rose petals on the bed, and Byron Cage playing kills the mood.
Dead.
Now, I'm not saying, because some people do, if they're dealing with a submission thing, like, okay, I'll share some more stuff. I had a submission fight with my body, with my everything after my second pregnancy. So sometimes intimacy for me, I had to be very, very, very intentional. It didn't come as naturally as it had come in other seasons for me. So if I know that I'm trying to get into an intimate space, I would first have to worship Christian music to submit my mind to say, okay, this is what you need to do, body. This is what you need to do, mind. Because if you don't do that, sometimes, depending on where you are and what you're dealing with, again, I was dealing with submission in general. I was changing in my body. I was a mother of 2 now. I had different demands on me. So I had to settle my soul before even, entering into a sexual space where now I'm about to submit, my body to my husband, right?
Right.
So,
wrong way. Okay.
Oh, you went the wrong way? So, sorry about that, y'all. I'm trying to make sure that
cut some space. I don't want to be weird.
So I had to worship to some, gospel music. That's me. But I'm not about to go in the bedroom with Be Still and Know that I'm God, because that's what I was listening to, before. But I'm not gonna present in the bedroom with that, because it's kind of like me submitting to God is not the same as me submitting my body to my husband in a moment of intimacy. There is a difference. Both are worship, but sometimes we blur those lines too much and it's just really off-putting. It's not sexy. It's not what's gonna get the goal accomplished. If the goal is connecting and being intimate, that's not gonna get it.
Now look, and I, again, like she just said, goal, connect, intimacy, right? I'm young. I'm definitely not playing none of that. But if your woman of God wear doilies and that's how she get out, and she needs you to put on,
weird.
It is weird. I'm not gonna knock it, but you got to show up. You got to play the game that's playing you. You know what I'm saying? If that's what it is, because I don't want to exclude anybody or exclude anybody's thought process. If that does it for you, if Shirley Caesar make it happen for you, then put Shirley on and let it go.
And Shirley help you loosen up them buttons, baby.
You know what I mean? If that bean, green, tomato, potato make the other stuff do what it needs to do, then let it do what it needs to do.
I question that.
It is weird. I'm not knocking it.
I don't know anybody that would. Okay, now here go my thing, right? If listening to gospel music is turning you on, if listening to gospel music turn you on, because some people do get turned on, but they also get turned on when they hear their pastors preach too, and that's inordinate.
Yeah.
So we might want to see what the source is. Now, if it's pure, then go ahead. But you do, I would question that.
Purity is the main focus.
Purity is the part. So okay.
You put on what you want. Your playlist not gonna look like mine. Okay. So your playlist, my playlist may have some words in it that don't agree with your spirit.
Right, that offends you. Right.
You know what I'm saying? That may be there. Okay. Some people may need the clean version of the playlist. You know
right, because profanity is offensive to some people.
Some people that don't work for them. Right? So these are we just basically giving y'all considerations, because what we want to really do, we're going to talk about our playlist.
A little bit.
A little.
The same
I don't want y'all looking upside my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to a lot of y'all churches real soon when this album drops. Don't look at me crazy. Okay? So I ain't going to tell you everything that's on them. I'm going to tell you some of the stuff that, that works. But I want you to really be able to, if you so desire, to go and create your playlist that's going to serve your marriage. So that, even if that is, no, let me not say that. I was going to say, even if you are, premarital and getting prepared and things of that nature, don't worry about that, because I don't want you kind of taking your mind.
No, don't awaken love before it's time.
Right? But for those who are there, I want you to be able to have this as a tool in your tool shed. To be able to say, hey, this is something that me and my spouse haven't tried or whatever. Or, honestly, this is one thing that's important to even consider with sex in general, sex and intimacy in general. You can bring God into your intimate space. And what I mean by that is this. There was a video that went viral that was talking about praying in tongues. I know that I think Brian Meadows did one. Then there was this girl that was talking about praying before you have sex and stuff like that. And that video was going crazy. But the thing is, you can bring God into your intimacy space. And one of those simple ways is praying and asking God, what does my spouse need to hear? Right.
Now, I will tell y'all this, but it ain't that weird stuff that I found out.
I ain't talking. Right. I'm
does. When I mean, like, what you was just talking about, now that's a little different than the music for me, because, like, sometimes, especially, like, early in the morning when you get up before everybody up and you praying, and I catch you in the living room praying in tongues, I mean, I really be ready to take you down. But that's you and your voice. It's a little different than,
just taking a note. Go ahead. Yeah.
Me putting on TD Jakes.
Yeah.
That don't do it. But
no.
I mean, like,
that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you want to pray and ask God, hey, because the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of God, has insight into where your spouse is as well. So I know you could be turning on that playlist for yourself for certain things that you need to do for you, but then there could also be insight given to you as to what will put your spouse in the space. Right.
So I'll give an example, right? Because I'm a teach one of Isaac's sermons. Every move of God has a sound.
It does.
Right? So if you're trying to get a specific move, in this case, intimacy, right? And if the Lord knows that your wife is maybe, like I said about my situation. After that second baby not quite feeling like herself, and then, you know, Isaac put on the So Beautiful by Music Soul Child, that's setting the mood and setting the tone for the move of God that's about to take place. But it was not a Christian song. It was not a gospel song. But it was something that impressed upon me that this is how he's thinking about me. So now it's opening up the atmosphere.
You got to be able to hear what's going on in the moment. And that's another thing that builds that intimacy space. Okay, like for those of you who've been married long, I mean those of you who have, you know, been married for quite a while, you understand that doing sex without intimacy it's a little tough. It don't really give you everything that it can give you if you do both, right? So being invested in an intimate way that allows you to pick a song that says, hey, I know what you're thinking right now. Hey, I see how you're feeling right now. Let me help you understand where I am and what I think about you. You know what I'm saying? Does something for them that lifts them out of a space and opens them up more to you. So that when y'all engage in sex, everything's there.
Right. Or another thing is the song could lift you, right?
Absolutely.
So if you into it with your man, you know, you ain't feeling him a little bit. He didn't take out the garbage. So you looking at him sideways, but it's Wednesday and y'all have sex on Wednesdays because I'm going to insert preach right here, right? Scheduled sex is necessary in a marriage.
Absolutely.
I was disappointed, y'all, the first time that I had to schedule sex because society and pop culture had told me that, you know, when you get married and, you know, you start having sex, it's going to be this spontaneous thing and, you know, all the time. And it's just going to come out of nowhere and you guys are going to come together like a magnetic field and, you know, that's how it's going to be. No, sometimes we got to put that time on the clock on Wednesdays to make sure, because sometimes if you're not intentional about it, it's not going to happen. So a lot of people are married and not having healthy sex lives just because they are not making the intentional time to make it happen. That don't mean it's not going to be good. That don't mean it's going to be boring. That just means it's definitely going to happen. Because if you schedule it and you prioritize it, it's going to happen, right? So back to my story. I was disappointed first time I had to schedule sex, you know.
Share this live. Y'all share.
Because I'm like, you know, it's not supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be spontaneous. So I listened to a song that reminded me of a time when I wanted, you know, there was desiring marriage and relationship. And that song came on and it made me so excited about the opportunity to be able to have sex that it really like boosted the mood. It really like put me there mentally.
Absolutely. And
I previously to hearing the song, I was feeling disappointment because we was on a schedule. You know what I mean? So in that instance, the song lifted me in my consciousness to a different space. Or like I said, if you not feeling your man, listen to a song from when y'all first started, from when y'all was in love, that first year of marriage, that third year, all of those butterfly you feel is my song is Butterflies by Michael Jackson. Like that's just a groove. Like I listen to that and just be like, oh, I want to kiss my man. I want to hug my man. Listen to those songs that make you feel lovey-dovey. I don't want to get the lip gloss on your lip. Oh, no, you want lip gloss on? So all of the lovey-dovey feels, I think that we abandon those sometimes, but it's necessary to get your mind in a place where, you know, you can be feeling all of those feels again because it's going to be healthy for your mindset, your marriage mindset.
And here's another thing. Listen, and this is a warning, okay? You cannot take this concept that we're giving you and try to weaponize it and then try to use it sexually.
Now, what you mean by that?
What I mean by that is this. Don't get mad at your spouse and then go downstairs and play
Beyonce, Irreplaceable.
Don't play to the left.
That's it.
Don't go downstairs and play, I hate you so much right now. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna create
because it creates a space. But that also shuts down this concept in its purpose, because then they'll just hate anytime you put music on.
Yeah. It could be
if you're going to use this, you want this to be something that is literally a blessing, something that is literally a gift to your spouse. Let me tell you this. In the relationship that I was in prior to getting married to Teresa, this literally happened to me all the time. It did not matter what was going on. Every time there was something that, you know, I did, you know, something I did unintentionally or whatever like that, the response was always, because the person who I was in a relationship with was a horrible communicator. So they didn't know how to talk, didn't know how to say how they were feeling. They would just play a song, right? So they used that as a concept.
I mean, when she was
to
communicating,
show, they were communicating, but they didn't know how to verbally say. So they tried to use that as a concept to like bash me, right? It's like mental warfare, right?
okay.
Right? But then those of us who are married, we understand that a lot of what happens in the bedroom is mental first, right? So if you kill the mental, you know what I'm saying? What happens with the body? Now, for men, you know, this is just a quick anatomy. For, you know, some people who may not know. For men, you can go in there, all you gotta do is, you know, rub it, stretch it, do whatever you need to do long enough. It's gonna respond. It's not the same for women.
No.
It's not the same for women at all. You have to put her in a space to get the response that you're looking for. You have to bring her into a world, if you will, to get the response that you're looking for. You have to create an environment that fosters the response that you're looking for.
Yes, you
So
do.
giving the proper soundtrack, if you will, does something to the heart space, the thought process, the body
The soul.
of a woman
Yeah.
that literally opens her to what it is that you're trying to accomplish.
Right, and it's just romantic too.
Yeah.
Like romance is something that I think of the, you know, the people that we've had the opportunity to coach in intimacy and relationship, that is one of the major things, a lack of romance, a lack of, you know, because not just physical intimacy, but like engaging somebody's soul. The senses, you know, we talking about sights and sounds, we talking about smells, you know, getting the senses involved, right?
That's a whole
to create. Now that's gonna it ain't gonna cost y'all. You do have to. I'm gonna make the announcement now. I'm getting all excited. It's a thing that is important.
Yeah.
To give a well-rounded experience because you can't. Yeah, it's just not the same for women.
You can't. And so that being the case, you want to be very, very, very considerate of what's played. Fellas, set yourself up.
Yeah.
Set yourself up. Does your sex playlist as you created, it's not just about while you're having sex.
Right.
What are you playing at the beginning of the day? When you're at work, hey, babe, check this song out. It made me think of you. Yeah. Right? And that song can say everything you want to do to her tonight. Glory to the high God. But you're literally setting the scene, creating the moment, creating the space that prepares. And that's the code. That's the good thing. That's the cool thing about music. Music, when it gets in you, it'll sit there.
Right.
It'll sit on you. It'll stay on you.
But think about what we do, right? This is just really about letting things that work transcend into the marriage space.
Absolutely.
When you feeling somebody, I know especially when we were younger, I want to dedicate this song to my boo. Boos was always boyfriends and girlfriends.
What about, hey, how many of y'all out there had, tell me in the comments, how many of y'all out there had ringtones? Look, you had Usher My Boo for your ringtone for what they call it, right? That's a millennial thing. I think, you know, some of y'all.
But face lighten up when you hear that song because it immediately take your mind to a place, right?
Hold on. How about y'all? How about the ones who had on your voicemail, you let the little song play first? Hey, how you doing? This you reached the voicemail, and it was always something that was a little, it was a little vibe, something that set the mood for the moment.
Say, oh, this is a chill girl.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, music communicates messages, right?
Absolutely.
So we want to think about what messages are you trying to communicate to your spouse. I don't know. Now there could be a person, I'm sure on this earth there is. Hopefully it's not your spouse that hate music. I don't know nobody that hate music.
Everybody loves some type of music.
Yeah, so
now,
music
if your spouse try to bring you some heavy metal in there,
if that's what do it, then you better turn on them 9 Inch Nails. That's what you better. You gotta do. You gotta do what communicate to your spouse.
You got to love what? Love you.
Yes.
You understand
and
what I'm saying?
I think that it's important, like what you were saying about using music as a tool to prepare the mind.
Absolutely.
So it's like I think that is a a downfall. What do I want to say? Like, it's not a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that people try to get into the intimacy space, like, just arrive there. Like, okay, let's have sex.
Yeah.
Now, that might work sometimes, but, like, all the time, you have to prepare. And I'm
you gotta set
talking
it
about, if you talking about going on a sex journey, like, if you want your sexual relationship to just be transactional, like, okay, we just do this because we need to do this, or, you know, I'm feeling stressed out, so I'm gonna have sex. And it's like, that's not always a bad thing, but that can't be the tenor. You can't just go to God when you need something. You want to chill with God sometimes too.
Absolutely.
So the same way in your relationship with your spouse, you just don't want to go to them when you need them.
Yeah.
You want to go to them to show them that you want them, that you're happy to have them, that you're enjoying this relationship. You know what I mean? And that looks like that intentional intimacy. So sing your spouse a song that reminds them of you, or remind you of them, and see the response.
See
because,
what happens.
You know, it's one of those special things.
All right, so the moment is here.
Okay.
Let's talk, man.
Okay.
Let's talk playlist.
All right.
What? Give me your top 3 go-tos.
Okay.
Now, within reason. Give me
course.
your top 3 go-tos.
Like mood setters? Okay. One of my top song is White Turns to Gray by Bilal. If you've never heard it, it's very ethereal.
Yes.
It is very...
It's atmospherical.
Yes. It's very open and abstract. I love that song. So White Turns to Gray would have to be in my top 3 by Bilal.
Number 2.
Oh, I got to do all 3.
Give me your top 3.
Dang. Let's see. Lately it's been On It by Jasmine Sullivan. I love that song. I love everything about it. And then I listen to the Chopped and Screwed version. They have it on YouTube. It's very nice. But I'm a very
I will always love you by Whitney Houston.
Oh no, it's not that one. Not for me. On It by Jasmine Sullivan. That's like a, you know, going out on a date, getting in the mood type for me. Number 3, let's take it back.
Okay.
Let's do Knocking the Boots by H-Town.
Okay.
Because now I'm gonna tell y'all why. That's a little personal. Like, I used to hear it all the time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put my family, which family members it was, going to see their man or whatever. You put that on it.
Not the
That means it's got to go down.
Not the body
if you
rockin'
play
knockin'.
Knocking the Boots, like if I used to hear Knocking the Boots in my house, you already know what's up. Put them kids to sleep, because that's jazz. And it's not even necessarily something that's like, oh, this song turns me on, but the memory of it is like, this is what people was playing in my childhood when they was being grown. So I'm about to be grown.
You gotta use that type of stuff, because like understanding nostalgia and what those types of things create, those types of things, they like literally they're on ramps, if you will, to the experience that you're looking for.
Yes.
So that's a vibe. Top 3 for me. I'm gonna say, what's this song?
You want me to pull it up?
All I think about by All I Think About by Jill Scott is a vibe.
Oh, All I.
Yeah. I'm churchy, you know, so we take the whole course and turn it into the song. All I by Jill Scott is a vibe. What's the song? It's right here on the tip of my tongue, G. Dang,
you want to pull it? You pull it up this list? Don't run this list down now.
No. Dang, what is that song?
Who is it by?
It's a what's the name? It's a Casey and JoJo joint. Fiending is a vibe.
Yeah, I know.
Ones. That's one of my ones. And then I'm gonna say, it's one more. I think it is White Turns to Gray. So yeah.
White Turns to Gray.
That's one of my.
Okay. So
that one has like day one history with us.
Yes. So I'm gonna run some more down. Love Ultra by Dwele. Obey by Dwele. Now Obey is one of the ones. Don't judge me. Just listen to it and enjoy it. I'm not gonna share the middle of my playlist.
Now, I will let y'all know. Now, y'all probably gonna feel, people gonna feel about this, but it is what it is. R. Kelly, he got him.
Got them bangers.
He got him. You know, I know, you know, whatever. But when it comes to them hits that you're looking for that room, he got it.
Slowly by Tank.
Yeah,
that's another favorite.
That's a vibe. What else?
I like I Want You by Erykah Badu. That's one of those ones that get me in the mindset of, okay, you know, I've had a long day. Kids been running around crazy. Like, let me put myself in a space. And I think even the song is very repetitive. It's like, I want you. So I think just saying it repeatedly, like, okay, I want Isaac. I want my husband. I'm desiring him. I'm literally conditioning my body and my soul with my confession.
Yeah.
It's not just in church. This is not just about, I decree money and miracles and blessings and favor. You can make declarations about your bedroom.
Get you some songs that's taking you in the direction that you're trying to go.
You know, so you want songs that you can sing and declare things that's going to happen. You can speak what's not happening as though it is happening so that it will be happening.
Yep. Okay? What's another one for me?
Don't hit the button because I don't want our lives to go.
Good.
The Saints, they be trying to take your lives off quick for playing the music.
Say Yes by Floetry is a vibe.
Yes. Oh, y'all list some of y'all songs. I've been off the thing. Hold on.
I was gonna say, if y'all got some of the tunes that y'all might rock with, drop them in the chat. Now, this is gift number 1 to y'all for our 10th year anniversary, right?
Oh,
we are announcement number 1. Okay. Drum roll, please. If you want our playlist, we will send it to you. Okay, we will send you our playlist. Okay.
Yes, we will.
It's holy.
Yeah, it is.
We'll send it to you. Or if you want suggestions on some things that you want to maybe create your own playlist, the only thing for us is if we're going to help you create your own playlist, we would love to sit down and actually do a consult about this, because we want to actually give you some music that really works for your relationship. So what you can do is this:
a free consultation.
A free consultation, no money, but we want to help pour into you building and growing your sex life. So if you want for us to help you grow or build a playlist, right? This is what I want you to do. I want you to email.
No, email.
Do it in the chat.
Yeah.
This is what I need you to do. I want you to text, comment in the chat, playlist. That's it.
Yes.
Just comment playlist in the chat, and we're gonna get in contact with you.
Right. So this is how we're gonna get in contact with you, because tomorrow we are launching
our very first Facebook marriage community.
Yes.
It'll be called the Marriage is Better Together Community. It's going to be a private community.
Yes.
And that's just because, some of the stuff that we want to really be able to get into the nitty gritty. We want to be able to allow people to express themselves and talk without, having to worry about the whole world being able to, judge. Everybody who's going to come into our community will be by invite.
Yes.
So
it's going to be a judgment-free zone. We're going to talk about marriage. We're going to talk about sex. We're going to talk about intimacy. Those questions because I'll say for me, right? In intimacy coaching, it was questions that it's like, I had people around me, but it's like, I'm not going to go to Sister Jessica at the church and be like, hey, how do I get it started? That was kind of weird for me. But I was more, willing to open up with people who were in my same space, for people that had the same questions that I had, and maybe we can talk about it and figure it out together. So this community is for those who have been married for a long time, a short amount of time, to come and connect and to talk about the things that we're not talking about.
Yep.
Okay.
So if you are interested in being part of that community, we will be sending out invites. All you have to do is comment in the chat section interested.
Or you can send us a message if you don't want.
You can send us a message if you want people to know that
it's confidential.
You can DM us. You can DM the Better Together page. You can DM our personal pages, whatever. Send us a message and just say interested, comment interested, or you can send us a message and say, you know, hey, I want to join the community or whatever, and we'll get you an invite.
Yes.
Okay. We want as many people as who want to be a part of this. We're going to definitely be dropping some exclusive content there. There'll be some exclusive meetings, conversations, and things of that nature.
Yes.
A lot of things that we have planned. But if this is something that you want to be a part of, make sure you comment down in the comment section, interested.
Yes.
Okay? So if you want a playlist, you want us to talk, you want our playlist, or you want to talk about building your own playlist, again, if we're going to build your playlist, we want to definitely do we definitely want to have a consultation with you. It'll be a free consultation. So if you want a playlist, comment in the comment section playlist. And then if you want to be a part of that community, comment in the comment section interested. And then we're going to send you some information, send you an invite so we can get you rocking.
But I see y'all on here, so I'm just going to invite all y'all.
So,
because y'all been rocking with us for this long, and it's been fun.
So it's a vibe. Make sure you are using this as a tool to invest in your intimacy, your sexual experience, and just get that vibe you're looking for.
Yeah.
Like it does everything. It's a lot of other stuff that you can use to create the vibe.
Now let me take it for the Saints,
Go
right?
ahead, baby.
Because this was one of the things that I struggle with, just being transparent. Like, do we take all that? Like, yes, you know, if you want to have sex, then you want to have sex. If you don't, you don't. No, that's not even the way that our God is. Okay, the tabernacle. What's it called?
The temple.
No, the one that they carried around.
The ark.
The Ark of the Covenant.
There you go.
Specific details. God was like, I want this, I want this, I want that.
It was a vibe.
Temples that was built, they had
It was a
things
vibe.
that had to be there in order for his presence to
It was a
be
vibe.
there or to stay there or
Intimacy.
to all of that. Listen.
Intimacy has a smell. Intimacy has a feel. Intimacy has a sound. All of those things. And I'm not talking about the ones that you make it. We talking about the stuff that creates the space that allows you to make the sounds that you make it.
Right.
But it's all, you know, taking that time to invest in that space to make sure that you set the mood properly so that you're able to engage well and focus. Because that's one of the things that's killing a lot of marital sex. Focus.
Yes. Focus.
You get started, you get going, and then the fact that, you know, this is going on with the kids, or this is going on at school, or all of this stuff I got to take care of X, Y, and Z. A lot of people lose the thrill from losing their focus. So if you use something like a playlist, it helps you to maintain. It almost becomes like a force field to keep you in the space that you're in.
Yes. It keeps your mind locked in. It keeps you aware of and intentional about what you're doing, because y'all know how it be like, you know, on TV you just focus. That's not real, especially when you got real stuff going on in your life, because sex don't stop happening when you know you have stuff going on in your life that's not good. You know, sex is not happening when things is just good all the time. Like, you have to still have sex with your spouse, like when things are unfavorable, when money is funny, when people acting crazy, when your kids is sick, you still be having sex. So it's like, if I'm thinking, I'm thinking about, you know, oh, my baby got a cold, I don't want my baby to be sick, but it's time to have sex, right? And the music can help you stay locked into the moment, because again, you know, though we wish it could be all forever, sex does not last forever. So during the time that you are engaged, it's important that you be intentional during that engagement so that you can get what you need from the exchange.
Here's another alley-oop. If you got kids, that music will cover up your expression, okay? Put that music on at a good level so that you don't have to have quiet sex.
Because that is a major hindrance to some people having some
people not doing it because it's like, oh man, the kids is woke, I don't want to, what's the name, or sex gets pigeonholed to the middle of the night when the kids are asleep. y'all, if it's an afternoon, put them kids on some level, give them TV, give them some level of something that they can focus on, and you put music on so that you can still be expressive in your engagement with your spouse.
Because I'll tell you something else, right? And maybe, you know, we're going to say this for the community. I'm going to give y'all this right now. And you don't have to come to the community to hear this.
Yes, you do need to come to the community. You have to
No,
come.
to hear, yes,
No.
we want you to come to the community, but
You got to come to the community.
to hear this, right?
She's not saying it.
I'm
Come to the
saying
community.
it. I'm
No, just
saying
playing.
it.
I'm joking. Come on.
You know, I think a lot of times we try to hide sex from our children,
Yeah.
you know, and though, you know, we're not about to expose them to what we're doing, but our kids should know that we are connecting with each other.
Children should see.
Kids should see intimacy
yeah.
between their parents because it's healthy and it's important.
Absolutely.
And it gives you the right idea. Y'all know all of the stuff right now that is going on in society. And a lot of it spawns from people not seeing healthy marriages between a man and a woman.
It's very true.
Because people was going in the back in the pantry, hiding and kissing in front of their kids, and they was not showing their children that this is not only natural, but it's acceptable, it's holy, it's righteous, it's pleasing, and it's something that you should aspire to be able to do with your spouse one day.
Yeah.
So your child seeing you hug and kiss is healthy. Do not let society tell you otherwise. It's not perverted. It's needed, especially in our Christian homes. We need to see our children need to see loving relationships between men and women. Okay?
Speaking of C, I know we're talking about playlists, but here's your
Don't
your
give
second.
another escape one.
Here's another gift for you.
Okay, you're giving
All right?
out gifts.
Here's another gift. If you got a smart TV, okay, I don't tell people about this. If you got a smart TV,
No, I know what you're gonna say. Save it for the community. He's not saying this. He's not saying this. Like y'all do. Okay, we're gonna go and post a video in the community with him saying what he's gonna say. If you're interested to see what I is talking about,
you gotta
then
hear
come
this.
to the community to hear it.
You gotta hear this.
It's a good story.
Comment in the chat. Interested? Okay. You gotta hear this. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Smart TV. So that's gonna be the title of it. That's gonna be the title of it.
Interested.
It's gonna be called Smart TV.
Comment interested.
Okay.
So,
That's community info. Okay.
hey, listen. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us tonight. This has been super cool. I'm super duper in love with my wife. We are celebrating 10 years of marriage tomorrow. Well, in a couple of hours at midnight. August 17th was when it all started rocking and going where it needed to go.
Period.
So we live in that life, and that's the thing. Listen, if y'all want to be generous, I don't ever want to, you know, rob anybody of an opportunity to be able to sow into us, to be able to sow into what we're building. Marriage is better together. It's about to take off in some amazing ways, and this is an opportunity that you guys can get in on the ground floor of sowing into it. So this is what I want you to do. We're going to put it in the chat box, in the comment section. If you want to sow, I want you to sow tonight. Send a donation. That's all preachy. You can send it as a gift for our anniversary. Send us a cash app to $ Teresa D. Tarver.
No D.
Teresa Tarver, I'm sorry. $ Teresa Tarver. Send us a gift, you know, just to say, hey, happy anniversary. You can send us something. It's in the what's the name right now. Penny, you know, pin the comment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it. Oh,
I don't know if you can pin it from the what's the name.
Oh, okay.
Nah, because you're not on the what's. I would have to do it from there. But y'all can send it. Y'all can send us a little, you know, a little gift. You know what I'm saying? That's how you feel. It's a vibe. But ultimately, man, we just want to thank y'all so much for rocking with us tonight. Excuse me, for hanging out with us. Jumping on the live. Yes, if you just came in, you missed it. Catch the replay.
Catch the replay. Comment. You okay?
Comment. I'm good. Yeah, I'm so choked up on you. I'm in love. So y'all make sure to check this out. Share this live feed with one of your friends with a marriage that you know, a couple that you know, that you know would enjoy this conversation, that would enjoy anything about marriage. Again, two of the things that we're giving out tonight: free gifts. We want to help you build your sex playlist. We can show you some of ours. Right?
We
But
have
if you
multiple
want to
playlists.
build one, we
That's
got a
another-
lot of them.
That's another trick of the trade. It can't just be one. We got one for
We got a lot of them.
every
You know what's about
move. You know, we're going
All
to
right.
share them with y'all.
Right? So if that's something that you want to do, we do require a consultation. It's free on the front end, obviously. And the purpose is we just want to sit down, kind of get to know a little bit more about you if we don't know you already, just so that we can help you build a proper playlist that, you know, really serves
But
your
if
marriage.
that's too much, we will be sharing our playlist on our Better Together community.
Right.
We're
So
gonna
if
invite-
you're interested in the playlist, in the comment section, I want you to type playlist, right? But on the side of that, again, like my wife just said, we will be launching officially tomorrow the Marriage is Better Together community. It is a private community for lovers, married. I don't want to say
Married.
lovers, for married people
And spouse.
and people who are, you know, who love the space of marriage. People who are, what's the word I'm looking for? Right before you get married. Engaged. Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah, because them engaged. That's
Betrothed.
important. That's important
Right?
time.
So this is a great space to be kind of learning and preparing these types of things and really building your tool shed as you get prepared to walk into the space of marriage. Again, we've been married for 10 years, so it's a vibe.
We love you too.
I'm all
Mama
over
G.
shorty. And, you know, I want you to be all over yours as well.
Yes, it's up in this.
You deserve that. So, again, if you want to be a part of that community, I want you to comment interested in the comment box. And we're going to get you some information so that y'all can rock with us once we launch tomorrow. All right?
Yes.
Thank y'all for hanging out.
Do y'all got any questions? It's still
I'm not
16
taking no
of y'all
questions.
on
I
here.
got the
I got a few questions. We got like 10 minutes.
We good. It's a vibe. We love y'all.
10
Community.
minutes. Hold on.
In the community.
I've been missing all the comments, y'all. We love y'all so much.
We're going to
They
take the
just-
comments. We're going to respond to y'all
They
after
just
the
loved
live.
up.
Y'all so cool. Yeah.
Mama G said the reason I know playlists from a grocery list is because one has eggs on it.
So make sure y'all, again, comment in the comment section one of those two things if that's what you desire.
Playlists or interested,
Playlist
y'all.
or interested so that you can be a part of the community. And we're going to rock with y'all again. This is the Marriage is Better. Is it? Marriage is Better Together podcast.
Yes, it is.
It's
And we're
the
going to be
Marriage
doing
is
Marriage
Better Together
Mondays.
podcast.
So maybe that's another announcement. Marriage Mondays, we want y'all to go follow the Facebook
Marriage is
page,
together.
right?
Marriage is Better Together.
Because
on
we are going to
Facebook.
go live from our Marriage is Better Together page
Yes.
on Facebook. This is separate from the community. Marriage Mondays, we are going to, I want to say we are going to do it every Monday. But if we miss a Monday, then y'all get
We'll
a
let
Marriage
you know.
Tuesday.
It's a
Okay,
vibe.
but it's
Weekly,
gonna
you
happen.
definitely going to get a hangout from us.
Yes.
All right? So that's the thing. Again, go and check out all of our old podcasts if you have not heard them. All you got to do is go to your podcasting outlet and check out and search Marriage is Better Together.
Y'all
All
see
that's
us.
there. It's good stuff there. So it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Go on YouTube and subscribe.
You can go and subscribe on
If
YouTube.
you want to see our beautiful faces while we podcasting, because we do live podcasts
Hold on, let's
now.
be beautiful for a second.
That's
That's all
how
I'm
that's
saying.
how we be looking on YouTube.
It be up
so.
and stuck.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is if that's what you want to do, make sure you go and do that. Go and check that stuff out. And do what we said. Come and be a part of the community. Comment interested in the comment section so that we can add you to our private community. And it's about to go up from here. So love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out.
Love
We'll
y'all.
see y'all in a minute.
Bye.
Peace.
All of the comments.